Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 5 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter multiplication, and the lessons we're going to cover today are choose numbers with a particular product, estimate product, multiply three numbers up to three digits each, multiplication, input output, tables. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well, right? So let's just start with the lesson. So we're already working on the chapter multiplication. We all know how to multiply them, right? Let's just start with the lesson. Choose numbers with a particular product. Okay, so the first lesson is choose two numbers from the box to complete the sentence. So you are given numbers in the box. What you have to do, you have to select the specific numbers, right? Specific numbers means you have to select two numbers whose product is 15, right? They are 3, 5, 6, and 8, right? So start with the first two numbers. They are 3 and 5. So let's just check 3 times 5 makes 15. Yes, it is 15, right? That means the correct option is 3 and 5 because 3 and 5 makes 15. That means 3 and 5 makes 15. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. So basically, you are given a product. You have to find the numbers. Which two numbers have the specific product, right? Like the first question is choose two numbers from the box to complete the sentence. So you have to complete this sentence. Dash and dash have a product of 63. So which two numbers have the product of 63, right? Just look at the options. You have two options given. They are 7, 9, 4, and 5, right? Let's just when you are given the options, that would be very easy. You just multi. For example, here you are given 7 and 9, 4 and 5, right? So the first one is 9, 7. Just multiply them, see if they make 63. Yes, 9 times 7 make 63. So option number 1 is the correct option. The second one is 4 and 5. So 4 times 5 makes 20. That means the correct one is 7 and 9 because 9 times 7 makes 63, right? Option 1 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, the next one is choose two numbers from the box to complete the multiplication sentence. Dash, that means dash and dash of a product of 56, right? So you need to select two numbers, their product must be 56. Which two numbers they are? Options are 7, 8, and 2, 5, right? Just check 7 times 8 is 7 times 8 is 56. Yes, the correct option is option number 1. That is 7 and 8 because 7 times 8 makes 56. So option number 1 is the correct option, right? Make sure you are perfect with the tables when you're when you're doing multiplication, right? And if you still do not, you need help with multiplication, start with one table daily and work on them, right? Start one table daily so that you can be perfect with multiplication. You cannot be perfect with multiplication without tables, right? Choose two numbers from the box to complete the sentence. Dash and dash have a product of 40. So which two numbers have a product of 44, 10, 4, 8? Which is the correct option? 4, 8, yes, that is 4 and 10 because 4 times 10 makes 40. So the correct option is 4 and 10. Option 1 is the correct option, right? We choose two numbers from the box to complete the sentence. Okay, I'm on the same one. I forgot to click on OK button. Sorry. Okay, choose two numbers from the box to complete the multiplication sentence. Dash and dash have a product 15. Which two numbers have the product 15, which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 3 and 5 because 3 times 5 makes 15. So option number 2 is the correct option. The first one is 6, 3. 6 times 3 makes 18. So second one is the correct one, right? Choose two numbers from the box to complete the sentence. Dash and dash have a product of 54. So which two numbers have the product 54? The options are 6, 3 and 9, 6. So 6 times 3 is 6 times 3 is 18. Option 1 isn't the correct one. The second one is the correct one. 9 times 6 makes 54. That is the correct option, right? Yes, very good. It is 9 and 6. Okay, choose two numbers from the box to complete the sentence. Dash and dash of a product of 90. So, which is the correct option? Which two have numbers have the product 90? Yes, that is 9 and 10 because 9 times 10 makes 90. So, option 1 is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the multiplication sentence. Dash and dash have a product of 40, which is the correct option. Yes, 8 times 5 makes 40, so option 2 is the correct option. Very good. Okay, choose two numbers from the box to complete the sentence. Dash and dash have a product of 30. So, which two numbers, when multiplied, makes 30? Yes, that is 3 times 10 makes 30. So, the correct option is 3 and 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Choose two numbers from the box to complete the multiplication sentence. Dash and dash equals 21. Which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 3 times 7 makes 21. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? Okay, we are done with the lesson. Let's just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is estimate products, right? So basically, we are going to round off the numbers according to, like, in the question you are given estimate the product, round each factor to the nearest 10 and then multiply, right? So you are given, you need to round them to the nearest 10, right? Okay, the numbers you are given are 42 times 77, right? So you need to round them both to the nearest 10, right? So 42 is near to 40 or 50. 42 is just 2 away from 40, right? So 42 is rounded off to 40. Then you have 77. 77 is rounded to which 10? 70 or 80? Yes, it would be rounded off to 80. So you need to do 40 times 80. And we know how do we multiply the numbers with zeros? You just multiply non-zero numbers. 8 times 4 is 32, right? Then you have two zeros, so you need to add the zeros at the end. That is 3200. So 80 times 40 is 3200, right? So it is specified in the question how you round off the numbers, right? So let's just start with the test questions and let's see how do we round off them. Okay, the first one is estimate the product. Round each number to the nearest 10 and then multiply. So you have to round off the numbers to the nearest 10, right? The first one is 29 times 33. So 29 is rounded to which 10? 29 is rounded to 30, right? Because it is just one away from 30. Then you have 33. 33 is rounded to which 10? 40 or 30? 33 is rounded off to 30 because that is just three numbers. You can see here is 30 and here is 43. 33 is here. So 33 is near to 30, right? So it would be rounded off to 30. Now just multiply the non-zero values. 3 times 3 makes 9. Need to add two zeros at the end. So that is 900. 30 times 30 is 900. Option 2 is the correct option. Got it? If you have any question related to estimation, you can ask. Estimate the product. So which is the correct option? 26 is rounded to which 10? 26 is rounded off to 30, right? Then 48 is rounded off to 50. So which is the correct option? Yes, that is 1500. 5 times 3 makes 15. You need to add two zeros, so that is 1500. The correct option is 1500. No one is answering. Why? Is it too difficult? Okay, estimate the product. Round each factor to the nearest 10 and then multiply. So which is the correct option? 33 is, yes, that is 2100. Very good. 33 is rounded to 30 and 74 is rounded to 70. So 7 times 3 is 21. The correct option is 2100. Option number 2 is the correct option. Estimate the product. 31 times 37. So which is the correct option? 31 is rounded off to 30 and 37 is rounded off to 40, right? So the correct option is 4 times 3 is 12. So the correct option is 1200. Yes, that is 1200. Option 2 is the correct option. Estimate the product round each factor to the nearest 10 and then multiply. So which is the correct option? Here you have 85. That is exactly midway between 80 and 90. So whenever you have a number that is exactly midway between two tens, so that would be rounded off to the other upper 10. 85 is rounded off to 90. You have 26. 26 is rounded off to 30. So yes, which is the correct option? 200. No. 3 times 9 is 27. That would be rounded off to 2700. The correct option is 2700. The correct option is 2700. Got it? You need to round off 85 to 90 whenever you have a number that is exactly midway between two numbers, that will be rounded off to the upper 10, right? It will be rounded off to 90. Got it? The next one is 88 times 51, which is the correct option. Very good, that would be 4500. The correct option is 4500 because 88 is rounded to 90 and 51 is rounded to 50. Okay, the next one is estimate the product 23 times 94. So which is the correct option? 23 is rounded off to 20 and 94 is rounded off to 90, and 9 times 2 makes 18. The correct option is 1800, right? Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 1800. Very good. Estimate the product round each factor to the nearest 10. 25 times 83, which is the correct option? Yes, 25 is rounded to 30 and 83 is rounded to 80. So that would be, yes, that is correct. Option is very good. 24, 8 times 3 is 2400. That is the correct option. Estimate the product round each factor to the nearest 10, then multiply. 72 times 48, which is the correct option? Yes, very good. That is 3500. 72 is rounded off to 70 and 48 is rounded to 50. So the correct option is 3500. Very good. Estimate the product 42 times 77, which is the correct option? 42 is rounded off to 40 and 77 is rounded to 80. So the correct option is Yeah, sure, I can write. You can see here you have 42, right? You need to round these numbers to the nearest 10, right? Here you have 42. So 42 is rounded off to 40, right? You can see here you have 40 and here you have 50, right? So here is 42. So 42 is near to 40, so it would be rounded off to 40, right? Then you have 77. 77 is like this. Here is 70, here is 80, 77 is here. 77 is near to 80, so it would be rounded off to 80. You need to do 8 times 4, that is 32, so the answer is 3200. So if you need help with rounding, you can find a lesson, round the numbers and do the lesson. If you still need help with rounding, you can contact any tutor on the Skype, right? So I am almost finished this lesson. If you need help, why don't you ask earlier? The correct option is 3200. Where were you? The correct option is 3200. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. So if you need more help with the lesson, go contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9, right? Or either you can join me in the interactive session that is daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10, right? Okay, the next lesson is estimate product word problems. You can do word problems on your own, right? Okay, then the next one is multiply two-digit numbers word problem. Again, you can do word problems on your own. The next one is multiply three numbers up to three-digit each. Let's just start with the lesson. So you have three-digit numbers, you need to multiply them. Okay, just I'm going to explain one more example on the board, right? Just listen to me carefully. For example, you have to multiply 82 times 37. You have to round off both the numbers to the nearest 10. The question is you need to estimate their product. You need to round off both the numbers to the nearest 10. Basically, you need help with rounding because you know how to multiply, but you need help with rounding. Here you have 82 and here you have 37. You need to round off 82 to the nearest 10. So see that 10's 82 is between 80 and 90, isn't it? Here is 82, like 81, 82. 82 is here. So 82 is rounded off to which 10? The numbers are rounded to their nearest 10, right? So if you see 82 is 8 points away from 90 and just 2 points away from 80. So it would be then rounded off to 80, right? 82 is rounded off to 80. Same thing you have to do with 37. 37 is between 30 and 40. Here is 37, right? 37 is 7 points away from here and 3 points away from here. So that means that you can round off 37 to 40 because here you have the less distance. So it will be rounded off to 40. You can do 4 times 8, that is 32, and the answer is 3200, right? This is the logical way and easy way to round off the numbers. If you need another way, the one we are using earlier, that is not for the estimation, that is rounding. You need to see the tens digit. 2 is the tens digit. 2, you need to compare this digit to 5. 2 is less than 5. That means you need to round on the same 10. 10th digit is 8. You round it to 80. Just replace the 2 with 0, right? For this one here you have 7. 7 is greater than 5. When the number is greater than 5, you need to round up. Round up means you need to add 1 to the 10th digit because in the question you are given you need to round to the nearest 10, right? So this is the 10th digit. You need to see the next digit to the 10. 7 is greater than 5. You need to add 1 to the 10th digit. You added 1. 3 plus 1 is 4 and replace the rest of the digits with 0. So that is 80 times 40, right? You have to do 8 times 4, that is 32, so that is 3200. Probably you can understand now, but if you need still more help, contact any tutor on the Skype, they will explain you in detail, right? Okay, let's just start with the numbers we are going to multiply. We're going to multiply three-digit numbers up to three digits each, right? Let's just start with the test questions. Basically, you need to make the pair of the numbers, right? You can multiply them any form of pairs. Like here you have 70 times 55 times 80. Just make a pair, multiply these two numbers first either, or these two numbers first either, whatever easy for you. So multiply two numbers, right? Okay, let me 70 times 55 times 80. We're going to end at 545. 70 times 55 times 80, right? Just make a pair, multiply them. 55 times 70, right? Just multiply the non-zero values. 55 times 7. 7 times 5 is 35. 5 here and 3 here. Then 7 times 5 is 35. 36, 37, 38. What's your name? I can't read the letters. Whenever I ask question, no one answers. I remember last session I asked you about your name. You didn't answer. 7 times 5 is 35. Here you have 5, 3 carry. 7 times 5 is 35 and 3, 385. So you need to add a 0 here. So 3850 times 80, right? Now again multiply the non-zero values. Multiply 385 by 8. 8 times 5 is 40. 0 and 4 carry. 8 times 8 is 64 and 4 68. 8, 6 carry. 8 times 3 is 24 and 6 30. And you need to add two zeros, that is 3080, and 10 here, 10 here. That is the 0 from 8 times 5 is 40, right? So 10 and 20, that is 308 thousands. That's how you multiply. Just make the pair of numbers, multiply them, multiply two numbers, right? The next one is 22 times 89 times 79. Let's just do it on the board. 22 times 89 times 79. Let's just multiply these two numbers. 89 times 22. 2 times 9 is 18. 8 and 1 carry. Still you didn't answer. 2 times it is 16 and 1, 17. I'm just asking your name. What is your name? I can't read these letters. 2 times 8 is 16 and 1, 17, right? Now you're going to multiply the other two, that is at the tens position. So you need to start writing below the tens digit, right? 2 times 9 is 18, 1 carry. 2 times 8 is 16 and 1, 17. Here you have 8, 8 and 7, 15, 5, 1 carry. 7, 8 and 9 and 1. So you have 1958 times 79, right? Now let's just multiply the same number by 79, right? 9 times 8 is 72, 2, 7 carry. 9 times 5 is 45 and 7, 52, 2, 5 carry. 9 times 9 is 81 and 5, 86, 6, 8 carry. 9 times 1 is 9 and 17. Now you're going to multiply the tens digits, so you need to add a 0 over here. So 7 times 8 is 56, 6 and 5 carry. 7 times 5 is 35 and 5, 40, 0 and 4 carry. 7 times 9 is 63 and 4, 67, 7, 6 carry. 7 times 1 is 7 and 6, 13. Just add them to 6 and 2, 8, 6 and 0, 6, 7, 7, 14, 1 carry. 3, 1, 4, 1, 5 and 1. That is the answer. That is 154,682 is the correct option. The second one is the correct option. When next time you ask a question, I'm doing the same. Multiply 15 times 16 times 66. 55 times 16 times 66. You guys are allowed to use calculator. Let's just do 55 times 16, right? 6 times 5 is 30, 0, 3 carry. 6 times 5 is 30 and 3 33. Now 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 5 is 5, so that is 0, 8 and 8, that is 880. You need to multiply it to 66. 880 multiply 66. 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 8 is 48, 8 4 carry. 6 times 8 is 48 and 4 52 it is. Again you have to multiply by 6, 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 8 is 48, 6 times 8 is 48 and 52, right? Just add them. That is 0, 8, 10, 8, 5, that is 580,000, 80, right? That is the correct option. 580,080 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is input output table, multiplication input out. You need to do multiply three or more numbers, word problems on your own, right? The next one is multiplication input output tables. Okay, complete the table, multiply by 2. You are given the input values, you need to calculate the output values. How do you calculate? You have to apply you have to apply the rule on the input values to calculate the output values, right? For example, you are given complete the table. You are given the rule. The rule is you have to multiply every value in the table to 2, right? So start multiplying them by 2. You have to multiply every value, right? 0 times 2 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2, right? That's how you calculate the corresponding output value. You multiply the input value by 2. Here is the output value. Then 4 times 2, that is 8. Then 5 times 2, that is 10. So the output values are 0, 2, 8 and 10. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, complete the table. Complete the table. Multiply by 2. Which is the correct option? You need to multiply each input value to 2 to calculate their output value, right? So let's just multiply them by 2. That is 0 times 2, 0. That is 1 times 2, 2. That is 4 times 2, 2 times 2 is 4, right? Then 3 times 2, that is 6. They are 0, 2 and 6. The correct option is 0, 2 and 6. Complete the table. Which is the correct option? So which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 2, 3 and 4 because you need to multiply them by 2 by 1. So 1 times the number is exactly the same number, that is 2, 3 and 4 is the correct option. The next one is complete the table, multiply by 2, which is the correct option. You need to multiply them by 2. So the correct option is yes, 0 times 2 is 0, 1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. So they are 0, 2, and 6. Very good. The correct option is option number 1. Option 1 is the correct option, right? Complete the table, you have to multiply by 1. You have to multiply the values by 1, right? So 1 times any number is the same number, right? So 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 6 is 6, and 1 times 7 is 7. Yes, that is option number 2 is the correct option. They are 2, 6, and 7. Complete the table, multiply by 2. So which numbers are missing? 0 times 0 is 0 times 2 is 0, 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8, and 5 times 2 is 10. Yes, that is option number 2 is the correct option. 0, 8, and 10 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, complete the table. You have to multiply by 1, which is the correct option. Yes, the correct option is 2, 3, and 10. When you multiply the numbers by 1, answer is exactly the same number. So they are 2, 3, and 10, right? Okay, the next one is multiply by 2, which is the correct option. Yes, you need to multiply them by 2. 1 times 2 is 2, 4 times 2 is 8, and 5 times 2 is 10. They are 2, 8, and 10. The correct option is 2, 8, and 10. The second one is the correct option. Very good. Okay, the next one is multiply by 1, which is the correct option. Yes, the correct option is option number 1. 1 times 1 is 1, 5 times 1 is 1, and 8 times 1 is 8, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 5 math. The chapter we were working on is multiplication, and the lessons we have covered today are multiplication, right? And the lessons we have covered today are multiply numbers ending in zeros, word choose numbers with a particular product, estimate product, estimate product, word problems, multiply by two-digit numbers. Word problems, you have to do word problems on your own, right? I haven't covered word problems. Multiply three numbers up to three digits each. Multiply three or more number word problems and multiplication input output tables, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9, or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10, right? So if you have any question related to the lesson we just did, you can ask. I'm here to answer all your questions related to the lessons we just covered, right? So please ask questions if you have any. Make sure when you are working on the maths, you must have your notebook and pencil, right? From the next times, I'm going to just write the questions on the board. You have to answer all the questions. Yes, it's almost finished. You can ask question if you have any. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.